release onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
What's up, guys? Dane Davis here. Shout out to Boogie Bentley Dauber and the Indie Kid over at Talkin VAWLS Network on YouTube. VAWLS fans, head over to their YouTube channel, Talkin VAWLS Network. Smash that like button and subscribe, baby. Go Big Orange.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and today I wanted to drop a quick video and talk about the defense, more specifically the defensive line, and just how important, guys, how it's obvious now how important Rodney Garner is to this football team. You know, we heard it all throughout the spring that this defensive line was getting pushed around. We saw it in the orange and white game. Rodney Garner was not happy and probably has not been happy since he's been in Knoxville with what he has seen from his defensive line. You know, and I don't know that he'll ever be happy. He's one of those guys that just demands perfection, which is what you want in a football coach. But coming out of the scrimmage on Thursday, sounds like the defense won the day. And that defensive line unit that was criticized all spring long seemed to be pushing some bodies around. But we'll get into it a little bit more here in just a second. As always, do me a favor, drop down just below the video. If you will so kindly press that like button, just smash that thumbs up. It helps the channel, drives the analytics. You guys know the deal, all that good stuff. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, if this is your first video, welcome. We're just three dudes that love Tennessee athletics. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We are fans just like you. We jump on here, give our opinions, love to interact with you guys in the comments below. So make sure you leave me a comment on this video. Let me know what you think. But let's get into it. Really wanted to make this video yesterday. Just a busy day at work. Didn't really have time. So we'll get into it today. But a few weeks ago, I made a video kind of similar to this one, talking about the defensive line, talking about them playing with a chip on their shoulder. And coming off of that first scrimmage, it's just good to hear that the defense got a win. You know, we talked about this a little bit during the live stream Thursday night, but I think we all realized, or at least we believe, that Josh Heupel is going to figure out this offense. He is going to get things going in the right direction. You know, his track record speaks for itself. Top 4 in yards per game all 3 years as a head coach at Central Florida. And then you asked a question, well, can he do it in the SEC, Boogie? Yeah, I mean, I think so. He's top 15 in yards both years as the offensive coordinator at Missouri. So I think Josh Heupel is going to fix things on the offense. He is going to get the offense rolling. No matter who starts at quarterback, no matter what happens there, I think Josh Heupel is going to improve this offense. So for me, just coming out of that first scrimmage, and yes, it's just one scrimmage, but it's nice for the defense to get the win on that first day, especially the defensive line, because again, that group, all we have heard is negativity when it comes to them, and that they are not, you know, we saw it last season. They're a group that 4 games in, their position coach gets fired. They spend the entire year working under Jeremy Pruitt, which I'm sure, you know, say what you want about cornbread, I'm sure it's a little difficult for a head coach to also be a position coach. So we're talking about a team that went through the entire season of 2020 with no real development. You go from there to possibly the best, not even possibly, I'm just going to say it, the best defensive line coach in the country working with you. A guy that has proven to be able to develop guys, proven to get guys into the NFL. Obviously, you can talk about off the field stuff. He's a proven recruiter as well. But you're talking about a defensive line group that had no development, you know, very, very much a weak spot of this defense last year. And yes, I know it takes all 3 levels, but it starts up front. And that defensive line unit struggled all year long. No pressure on the quarterback, unable to stop the run. Do they not have the talent? I think there is talent. There's a lot of veterans on this defensive line unit. And now we're going to see Coach Rodney Garner start to develop them. I think this defensive line unit is going to be a unit that gets better every single week throughout the season. Now, are they going to be world beaters? Are they going to be all conference? I don't know that, but I think we are going to see improvement. And that's something we want to see. It's something we wanted to see throughout Jeremy Pruitt's career. We never saw it. We never saw a team consistently get better. I think Josh Heupel has teachers and coaches in place to develop talent and make this football team better. What does this football team, what do these defensive linemen have to say about Coach Rodney Garner? I'm going to play the clip again because I love to hear Matthew Butler talk about his position coach and watch him light up. I love this clip.
Oh, he means a lot. We all know who Coach Garner is, from his past, and we all know who Coach Garner is to us right now. And he is a dude. He's the dude, He's the best of the best. So, you go in there, you listen to what he has to say, you apply it to your game right away. No ifs, ands, or buts about it because it works. So it's been amazing.
What's he like behind closed doors? We see him kind of out here in practice being all fired up. I mean, what's he like in team meetings?
He is
kind of more reserved?
Definitely fired up out here. Y'all have seen it. He's a fiery guy, and he's going to be that way. Behind closed doors, obviously, he loves us. We love him. We can talk. He can be fiery like y'all see him. He can come down like he's a very well-rounded dude. Like he's a great dude to be around, point blank. He's going to shoot straight with you. All that stuff you see out here, that's football. When you're talking to me as a man or any of our other guys as a man, we're talking as men, and that's what it is. So that's good that you have a well-balanced individual coaching a group of guys like us.
I'm going to skip ahead here because that first comment, we know who he was before he got here. We know who he is now. He's that dude. He's the best of the best. You don't think these high school kids know who Rodney Garner is? We talk about the last time Tennessee had success. Some of these kids weren't even born yet, but they know who Rodney Garner is because if you're a defensive lineman in this country that wants to get to the NFL, you know that Rodney Garner is the guy that can get you there. And that goes back to Walter Nolan, ESPN #1 ranked player in the country. When he was asked about, why Tennessee magically appeared in his list again after he had removed him, he specifically said, I'm going to say Rodney Garner and that recruiting staff. He talks about when that staff came in right from the get-go, they made Walter Nolan a priority. And then I've got the quote here. He says, just looking at Coach G's body of work, 30 plus years, multiple kids go to the NFL. He is really good at what he does. So that's a big plus. Rodney Garner is really good at what he does. So again, I know this is one scrimmage. The media didn't even have access, but they do have contacts. They do have people within the school that they can talk to and they can get little nuggets of information and then they can put it out. It's a lot of speculation, but if this team is going to have any kind of success this year, then the defense is going to have to step up. It all starts up front. Last season, couldn't generate a pass rush, absolutely nothing. And then the linebackers struggled in coverage. But, when a quarterback has all day to sit back there and go through his progressions, makes it really difficult for linebackers and the corners and the safeties to do their job if the defensive line is not doing their job. We've talked about the transfer portal probably more than anything this offseason. But I think you're going to see guys like Caleb Tremblay, Dejon Terry really contribute. But what excites me, I am excited to see guys like Matthew Butler, Aubrey Solomon, Latrell Bumpus. What can they do under a legitimate defensive line coach with actual development? Is Rodney Garner the reason why we are hearing about the defensive line after the first scrimmage? They've got some experienced guys. They put in the work. Aubrey Solomon looks to be in the best shape of his career. According to Brent Hubbs, he put out a report saying that Byron Young and Roman Harrison gave the offensive tackles all they could handle and then some during that scrimmage Thursday. And that's two veteran offensive tackles in Cade Mays and Darnell Wright. Is it a coincidence? I keep saying it. It's just one scrimmage. But we've all been concerned about this defense since Josh Heupel got hired. Are we going to see some progression across the board? Linebackers, secondary. We talked a little bit about it on the live stream Thursday night, but the VAWLS, they've got some competition at that corner spot. And I don't know who wins the job, but it's nice to have some competition with guys like Alontae Taylor, Brandon Turnage, and Warren Burrell. We keep hearing high praise for Theo Jackson and Nico Slaughter at the nickel position. Maybe this defense, guys, maybe this defense is going to be a little bit better than we thought. Or maybe it's one scrimmage and I'm crazy and I'm getting excited for nothing because the fall is here and fall boogie has arrived. I'm excited. I'm optimistic. I can't wait to see what this football team can do. But one thing I do know, we're going to see improvement on that defensive line. We have to. We have to, because Rodney Garner, he's not just talk. He's proven. He's a guy that gets the job done. And maybe it's one scrimmage, but I think that's why we're hearing a little bit about that defensive line coming out of scrimmage number 1. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. Do me a favor. If you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Is it just one scrimmage, or is Rodney Garner doing what Rodney Garner does? And we're going to see true development on that defensive line, because it all starts up front. Also, if you want to support the channel, go to bonfire.com/store/TalkinVols. You can pick up the official merchandise of the Talkin' Vols Network. We've got the brand new retro Vols merchandise. You can see available multiple colors, multiple styles, good prices, good quality merchandise. Somebody was joking the other day saying they were going to get a hoodie. I said I legitimately have a Talkin' Vols hoodie in every single logo, because where can you get a hoodie for $34.99? And they are really good quality. Love these t-shirts. Love these hoodies as well. But again, guys, thanks for listening. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
The